Well, Deb Murphy filed several stories for Sierra Wave Media, including 13 months have passed since the Round Fire scorched 7,000 acres north of Bishop, destroying 40 structures in Squaw Meadows and Paradise, and still no official cause reported by CAL FIRE. Now, that cause of the Round Fire may be coming soon, according to CAL FIRE Public Information Officer Liz Brown. Now, according to Brown, the investigation package will include a report on cost recovery, listing the total damages, including infrastructure and manpower. Now, Brown said the package can't be released until that element is completed, and she said we're not there yet. So we're keeping an eye and waiting for an official cause on the Round Fire. Deb also filed this story. Los Angeles Department of Water and Power seems to have added landfills to its charter, at least in Inyo County. Inyo County has been trying to revise its permits for landfills in Bishop, Lone Pine, and Independence, increasing tonnage limits and sinking the permit in reality to reality in terms of footprint, hours, and days of operation. This since the year 2012. Now, all three of the landfills are LADWP lessees. Now, Assistant County Administrative Officer Rick Benson made his case during a workshop at Tuesday's Inyo County Board of Supervisors meeting. The landfills in Independence and Lone Pine have daily tonnage limits of 10 and 22 pounds respectively, Benson said. Benson said the limits were not realistic, noting that 2 haulers could send Independence over its limit. Now, the easiest fix is to fix the permit. The only other option is to operate within the permit, Benson said, and close the landfill when the limit is reached, and/or send construction and demolition loads to Bishop. Now, the Bishop Sunland landfill has been violation-free since the summer of 2014. Benson noted that violations prior to that time resulted from loads from a LADWP project. So what's the issue? Well, LADWP is one of the many entities involved in the permit review process and has indicated, quote, it is disinclined to approve the permit, Benson said, until the county develops a plan to reduce illegal dumping and deals with litter. In the meantime, Inyo County simply has to stop violating its permit. Now, reaction from the Inyo County supervisors started with, this could get ugly. Let's just put the trash on a barge and send it down the aqueduct, and ended with Inyo Chair Jeff Griffith's statement that LADWP's actions were, quote, intentionally disrespectful to the people of Inyo County and their needs, end quote. Now, during the public comment period, it was also suggested that Inyo County pass an ordinance that material from major projects like the Owens Lake be hauled out of Inyo County. Now, one temporary solution posed by Inyo County Chief Administrative Officer Kevin Caruncio was to operate the Independence and Lone Pine landfills for a couple of hours just for haulers on days that they would normally be closed. Caruncio also suggested bringing the permit issue before the March 31st Standing Committee meeting as an information item. Now, county staff will have a meeting with LADWP this Friday to see if the issue can be resolved and the permit allowed to wend its way through a maze of additional approvals. You can see much more on this story on our website, sierrawave.net. Deb Murphy also filed a story on Monday's Bishop City Council meeting, noting that the Bishop City Council went through the first reading of a vaping ordinance, approved raising rents at the city-owned Sunrise Mobile Home Park, and got information on hospital finances and changes in models of care from Northern Inyo Hospital's Chief Executive Officer Kevin Flanagan. All this at Monday evening's meeting. Now, restrictions on vaping and vaping establishments were hot topics last fall, resulting in ordinance revisions that lumped vaping in with ordinances banning smoking in city parks and facilities. Now, vaping lounges by any name cannot be located within 1,000 feet of a school, are restricted to those over 18 years of age, and subject to ventilation and lighting requirements. The second reading of the ordinance will be at the council's April 11th meeting. Now, the 41 residents of the Sunrise Mobile Home Park will be paying an additional $25 a month in space rent starting in July. The city-owned park was subsidized by state funding until 2012. Now, while the park was intended to be self-sustaining, it hasn't been for a while. This according to Bishop City Administrative Officer Jim Tatum. Now, the increase from $225 to $250 a month is still well below other park rates, according to Tatum. New tenants will be paying $300 a month. Also, Northern Indiana Hospital CEO Kevin Flanagan gave his quarterly report to the Bishop City Council and indicated that while the first 6 months of the 2015-2016 fiscal year shows a $129,000 net loss, the statistics on patient care are right in line with the intent of the Affordable Care Act, focusing on keeping people healthier and out of the hospital. And Deb Murphy also filed this report. The 205 kilowatt solar panel array at the City of Bishop's wastewater treatment plant was commissioned at 10 a.m. Tuesday and officially turned on. Now the meter is now spinning backwards at this, the third Bishop Renewable Energy project. Now 2 arrays at the city's wells 2 and 4 were commissioned last month. The same team of contractor Performance Contracting Incorporated and consultant Terra Verde Renewable Partners worked on all 3. So we didn't anticipate any problems with the third and final project, Bishop City Public Works Director Dave Gross said. Now, the Eastern Sierra Energy Initiative, a Southern California Edison and local government partnership, worked with the City of Bishop to identify that a large portion of its electric bill was for the wastewater treatment. This was according to Rick Phelps of the High Sierra Energy Foundation. Nonprofit also helped with timely communication with Edison. Now, the project cost $600,000 and is anticipated to save Bishop $60,000 a year. At the treatment plant's brief completion ceremony in February, the City of Bishop received a $168,000 rebate check from Edison. Now, in addition to the financial advantages, the solar projects will reduce carbon dioxide emissions by roughly 470,000 pounds a year. We'll be back with more news.